Namaste, and welcome to our Friday Puja and Satsang here at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir. I'm Yamajit, and again, I welcome everyone, including two guests who are here in person. So tonight is our Kriya Yoga Satsang. So this will be a form of Kriya dedicated specifically to Ma Kali, although this practice could be utilized for any other goddess that you choose to honor this way. You would just need to change the mantra. And it looks like, in addition to Rafa and Susan, Abhishek is here. So welcome. And I also want to mention some people that I'm thinking about right now at this time, and certainly include them in our Sankalpa. And that would be our friends AJ, Achla, and Anoop. All announcements. And let's see, I'm being told, okay, never mind. Just had an interesting message across my computer screen about the status of our connection. So next Friday, we'll be doing a fire puja to the Mahavidya goddess Baglamukhi. The following Friday will be a Yoga Nidra. And then the last Friday of the month will be the 9th installment of our Ashtamatrika goddess series, and we'll be honoring Ma Durga. And then, of course, every Tuesday at 7:30, please join us for our Tuesday satsang, gentle yoga, meditation, and puja. There's a big festival coming up this month, starting officially on the 17th, and that is Maha Navaratri, the 9 days of Mother Divine. And during those days, beginning on the 16th with some opening prayers, I'm going to be reading 1 to 2 chapters of this scripture, the Devi Mahatmya, also known as the Chandipat. This is one of the key scriptures in Shakta, that is goddess-centered Hindu devotion. This is the story of Ma Durga and other forms of the Divine Mother fighting a war against demons. And actually, it's a battle that takes place here and here with our own inner demons. So I'll be doing live broadcasts of our reading and meditation to go with them at noon every day from the 16th through the 26th. And then, of course, if you can't join me at noon, you're welcome to join via the recordings on YouTube. So a lot of things coming up this month. So for anybody who might be new, Kriya Yoga, and Kriya means action, so this is the yoga of action. This is a meditative yoga, and it involves refocusing our awareness from the material and the external deep within. Really, where we're focusing is the central channel of the spine, the Sushumna Nadi, and there, getting in touch, connecting with that divine presence within ourselves. Several people who are watching this evening over really several years at this point. And so just to talk a little bit about what this is going to involve. The process begins with a short puja, and you're welcome to make an altar setup like this. So some kind of plate to act as a surface. You'll want a water pot, an Akman pot, and spoon. Actually, any water container will work, and any kind of small spoon like a demi-tasse spoon or a jelly spoon. If you don't have a spoon available, you could even just dip a flower into the water and sprinkle it that way. You'll want some kind of flame source. In this case, the flame and the water pot are together. This is a skunda lamp from Nepal. So the water pot is in the back, and they have a little ghee lamp in the front. You'll want some kind of incense holder, bottle of perfume oil. You can use a favorite scent. Sandalwood is a good overall scent. Musk is a good traditional one for Ma Kali, but again, you can be creative in this area. You'll want a mala of 108 beads, and for Ma Kali, orange beads or red glass beads are good. Rudraksha seeds and bone is also a very good material for your mala. Some kind of food or fruit to offer. And flowers to offer. And then for your focus for the meditation, a yantra like the Sri yantra is recommended. In fact, the Sri yantra is wonderful because you can use this as a focus for any form of the divine feminine. If you don't have a yantra plate, even a favorite stone will work. I have a little triangular piece of Amazonite that serves as an example. Downward facing triangles. Those are very old yantra representations for the Divine Mother. And then last but not least, and this is actually an optional addition, some kind of Divine Mother figure like this little black marble Kali. And I want to say welcome and namaste to April, who's joining us as well. So before we begin the actual meditation, and if you don't have this set up, that's perfectly fine. You can still join in with the mantras and the meditations. So we begin with a short cleansing and puja. We're going to do a self-blessing using the water pot. We'll be doing 108 repetitions of a mantra. The mantra will be the Nivarna mantra, the Chamunda mantra, Om, Aing, Reem, Kleem, Chamundai Viche. And then we'll go into the true Kriya practice itself. And another name for this is Kriya Kundalini Pranayam. And so it involves sitting in an upright posture with a straight back. So if you're sitting on the floor, you might want to have some kind of cushion under you to help tilt the pelvis and make that more comfortable. You can also do this practice sitting in a stable chair as well. So we are breathing deeply, slow, deep, yogic breath with our eyes closed, where our gaze is turned slightly upwards toward Agnya Chakra, our third eye. And then finally, we're incorporating the movement of energy up and down the spine with our breath, and we're using the mantra Om. So I'm going to do just a little warm-up of this process, and I invite you to join me in this. So sitting up tall, eyes are closed, focusing on the third eye. And we're going to sing Om. Om. And as we sing, feel a current of energy going from the first chakra at the base of the spine up through the central channel of the spine and out through the crown of the head. And then we've sung our mantra, then we're going to inhale. And as we inhale, feel that energy coming down through the crown, down through the spine, back to the root. So we're exhaling, singing the syllable Om, raising the energy up through that central channel. And then in between, as we inhale, bringing that energy down through the crown to the root. So let's do about 10 rounds of this just to get the feel of it in preparation for what we're about to do. So find that straight back position. Make some little micro adjustments so you're comfortable. Gaze is turned slightly upwards toward the third eye. You may see some kind of a light effect from this. And so inhale. Om, raising the energy from roots through the crown. Inhale, crown to the root. Just continue to breathe deeply. Just feel the effects of this simple yet powerful practice. Just be aware of how you feel in body, mind, and spirit. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. And I'm going to ask my two guests here, how did that feel just doing a few rounds of that process?
It felt like coming home.
Like coming home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very centering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when we reach this part of the practice, I'm going to talk you through 36 rounds take about somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, and that's a good place to start. And then you can continue this process up to 30 minutes once you feel comfortable with it. But then when you finish the rounds of the Kriya, what really comes is what you're working towards, and that is silent meditation, just sitting in stillness and in silence. The body is still, the mind is still. You may still have manifestations of things that you're working with, thoughts, memories, ideas. Only in this meditation, if they come, let them go, and just observe them from a safe distance in a non-detached manner. This phase of the meditation is just wonderful for giving you a new perspective on the things that you're going through in your life.
Mm.
So this whole practice is really designed to put you in that very still, silent state that's called Turiya, or the God state, really a form of samadhi. And even being in that state for as little as a minute, there's wonderful healing that can take place while you're in that state. So I'm going to ask, does anyone have any questions before we begin? Or
I feel that by doing this and by doing everything that we do with you, I feel able to go into a meditative state very easily, very quickly, no matter where I am, no matter what conditions I'm facing.
Mhm.
So I'm feeling much more grounded in that state of meditation, not specific to, oh, I have to meditate. It's very easy to enter into it.
Mhm. Exactly. And really, it's a stepwise progression.
And it's
So we're starting out in the realm of the gross body, the material, our physical forms, this world that we're interacting with, and slowly moving from that state to the subtle body. That's where the breath especially comes in, the energetic body. And then finally, we're ending at the causal body. We're in that center where we and the divine there's no separation.
Right. No separation.
And so Kriya Yoga, this is really the meditative yoga that's been practiced by renunciates, for the sadhu, for example, for thousands of years. It just has become available to everyone, really since the 1860s, when Mahavatar Babaji was teaching Lahiri Mashaya, and then Lahiri began sharing it with everyone who wanted to learn. So, yeah, and similar comment from Abhishek that this is just a wonderful technique for reaching that deep meditative state. So let's begin. Let's find that comfortable position. Let's just take a few breaths. Just using this time to release the concerns of the day, thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future. Just grounding, centering, preparing for the work that we're about to do. If it feels right, making a little intention for this work. Just making some little resolution that you're ready to make about some aspect of your life where you're ready to grow or transform or to heal. Just express it silently to yourself. If you can't, repeat it 3 times. And then bringing the palms of your hands to your heart center. We'll open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. So we're going to begin with the cleansing and the puja, and we're going to do this, the Om chant, the Om singing, raising the energy, and then bringing the energy back down while we cleanse and while we do the puja. And something that you might find helpful is when you're singing that Om and raising the energy, Om, and when you're at that part where you're singing the M syllable, let that M just really vibrate in your third eye area. So let's begin. So taking some water. Cleansing your hands. With your right hand anointing your third eye and your heart. Then taking some water and sprinkling your altar space. Lighting your flame for the fire offering. Then circling the altar space 3 times with the flame with your right hand. And then you can bless yourself with the flame, because this is essentially a very simple arati, right? And then placing the flame on your altar. Then lighting your incense for the air elements. Circling 3 times with your right hand. And then just dripping a little water on the altar to cool the atmosphere. And then offering the food for the water element. And then the perfume oil for the earth element. A little bit on your ring finger or middle finger, and anoint your yantra and or deity image. Or images. And then with your right hand offering flowers for the ether element. And then bowing to the Divine Mother. So this would be a good time to talk a little bit about the language of puja and what we're really offering with these elements. So fire represents our actions, our ability to transform, also our consciousness. And so we're making an offering of those aspects with the flame. The incense for air is our mental, intellectual selves, so we're offering that to the Divine Mother. The water element is our emotional part of our being, and we're offering that. The earth element is our physical being, and then the ether element, our spiritual selves. So when we do this puja, what we're really saying is to the Divine Mother, accept these parts of ourself, transform them, heal them, and make us your instrument, your divine instrument. So that's really the goal of this work, is being a conduit for that divine energy, really working in a co-creative role on this plane with the divine. So we've done the puja. Now we're going to do a blessing using the water pot and spoon to sanctify ourselves and to sanctify our ritual space. So the first thing we're going to do is take some water from the pot, place it in our left hand, cover it with our right, and this is the first time we're going to use our mantra, the Nivarna mantra. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. And then just sprinkle it overhead. And now we're going to cleanse ourselves, bless ourselves internally by taking 3 sips. So placing some water in our hand again. First sip. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. And then the second sip. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. Third sip. Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundaye Viche. And then we're going to use our middle finger and our ring finger. I'm going to put that on the back of the head, right where the skull meets the spinal cord. This is a very important area. If we did a cross section through that, we'd be going through the medulla and the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. Really, we're honoring this natural pharmacy within ourselves for achieving different states of consciousness. And then we're going to flick the remaining water out of our hand. This is symbolic of just removing the distractions. So we flick this away. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche. And then we're going to do an exercise that's called a kabacham, or an armoring. We're going to place the mantra in different parts of our body. So again, we put some water in our left hand. We're going to dip with all 5 fingers. And we're going to begin by anointing the corners of our mouths. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, sides of our nose. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, outer corners of the eyes. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, our shoulders. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, and the knees. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, and sprinkle the rest overhead. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche. So think of this as a blessing of our sense of taste, our sense of smell, our sense of sight, hearing, touch, and then for our acts of devotion as well. So now we're going to do a sanctification of the ritual space. We're going to put some more water in our left hand. Dip again with all 5 fingers. And just flick some water ahead. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, to the right. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, behind. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, to the left. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche, and then overhead again. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche. And then we take up the mala. Bless it with some water. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche. And then we do 108 rounds of the mantra. Om Angrim Klim Shamundaye Viche. 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 Om Aing Grim Klim Chamundaye 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 Viche. Breathe deeply. Just feel the energies of the mantra. Feel it blessing you, healing you, empowering you. And whatever energy is left can just go simply into the earth for her healing. And then offer the mala and offer some flowers. Jema. And how's everyone feeling?
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
A lot of beautiful energy.
Yeah.
Swirling.
And at this phase, if there's someone close to you who's in need of some of that energy, you can always direct it toward them as well. So now we're going to do 36 rounds of the Kriya proper. So we're going to sit in our upright position, straight back, either on the ground or in a chair. We're going to begin breathing deeply. Our eyes are closed, gaze focused up toward our third eye, meditating on whatever light effect that creates. And we're going to sing Om and raise the energy through that central channel from the root through the crown. And then when we inhale, bring that energy back down through the crown to the root. Breathing deeply and just meditating restfully in stillness and in silence. Take a deep, clearing breath. Become aware again of your surroundings, the sound of my voice, sound of whichever spaces you're in. Become aware of your body again. To make just some gentle movements, big fingers, toes, hands, feet, arms, legs. Bringing your palms together, rubbing them, generating some heat, bringing them over your closed eyes. Slowly letting a little light in between your fingers as you open your eyes, massaging the face, scalp, neck. Bringing the palms of your hands again together at your heart center. Namaste.
Namaste.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
And thank you for taking part in this with me this evening. Share a little final benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Happiness to all creatures. Om peace, peace, peace. So I invite you to use the recording of tonight's broadcast to learn and practice this meditation. I invite you to put an altar kit together like the one that I have, if you don't have one already. You can increase the length of the meditation as you become more comfortable. If you have questions, please feel free to email me at my YouTube channel. Also, if you'd like to email me and give me an email address, I'll be happy to give you the monthly calendar that I put out. And also, I'd be more than happy to email you a written copy of this meditation that you can study and follow. I'll add one more thing from my teacher, Meera Pandey of Varanasi, India, who I first learned Kriya practice from. When you're singing the Om and raising the energy, feel that you're giving some of your own personal energies to the divine. And then when you inhale and bring the energy back down, feel that energy coming down as a gift from the divine. So it's this wonderful interchange between you and the Divine Mother. Again, you can use this practice also for other deities besides Ma Kali. Just use a different mantra and feel free to email me with questions in terms of a mantra that might be good for you to use with your own personal Ishtadevata, your personal deity. So, again, thank you for being here. I invite you to express gratitude to yourself for taking part in this tonight and to the Divine Mother. And again, namaste. Blessings always.
Blessings.
Have a wonderful night and a few days ahead, and hope you'll join me for our Tuesday satsang. The meditations and yoga that we do are wonderful preparations for this practice. So again, thank you and have a wonderful night. Jai Ma.
Dream on.
Jim,
And let's see.